Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacy Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneur moms who are engaging in content marketing so that they can drive traffic to their business in order to do business. Now, since so many of my 1,000-strong paying students have asked me to do it, I made a video to explain to you how I went from 0 to 100 subscribers on YouTube, because it might just help you if you want to be a YouTuber and or you're using YouTube videos as part of your content marketing strategy, mama. And I really can't stress how important video content marketing is to an entrepreneur today. So YouTube should really become part of your content marketing arsenal if it isn't already, so that you can, as they say, get views and sales while you snooze. And who doesn't like that? And stay until the end of this video, because I've got a bonus tip on this topic that you don't see the typical YouTuber discuss, because let's face it, lots of the people who give out advice about YouTube on this platform aren't entrepreneur moms. So I'm going to show you how to fit this how-to advice that I'm sharing in this video into the real world of a working parent, just like you. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get real world help that entrepreneur moms like you need to succeed when you're marketing your business online and through social media today. Tip 1, your niche is everything. For real, the riches are in the niches, as the saying goes. But on YouTube, here's why this is specifically the case, meaning why your niche is everything. People come onto YouTube in order to binge watch content, just like they typically prefer to do on platforms such as Netflix. And when people come to YouTube to binge content, they typically want to binge the same or very similar types of content that concerns the same intersecting interest that brought them to the platform to begin with. So you have to ask yourself, when creating content for YouTube, who are you creating it for? As an entrepreneur parent, this one's actually easy. If you're wanting to create videos on YouTube, you're likely creating content that showcases your products and or services, and you might otherwise create videos to sort of talk shop about the intersecting interest, as I call it, that brings customers to you in real life and or online in the first place. More specifically, the intersecting interest concerns the problem that your ideal customer wants solved, the need that they want addressed, and or the desire that they want satisfied. Nobody's coming to your shop or website looking to buy everything under the sun. You are not Target. You are not Walmart, okay? Instead, people come to your business to buy products, let's say, to satisfy a particular desire or to address a very specific need, and your business, if you're running it right, has a custom crafted solution that's created for people just like them, with specific problems that are just like theirs. Well, what works for your business itself also works for your business's channel presence on YouTube. Your audience is not everyone, not with respect to your business and not with respect to the audience for the content that you publish videos for. This advice works whether, quite frankly, we're talking about YouTube or we're talking about any other platform out there, Facebook, Instagram, what have you. As the old marketing and sales maxim goes, when you try to sell to everyone, you end up selling to no one. So make sure you've got your niche sufficiently narrowed down in terms of the products and or services that you create to appropriately handle these super narrowed down intersecting interest that takes them to your shop, and then take that information and use it to inform the type of video content that you create for the audience that you're looking to build up on YouTube via your YouTube channel. That's what I did. Through my business, I teach entrepreneur moms how to engage in content creation and marketing techniques to drive traffic to their business so that they can do business. Therefore, that's why I created the Stacy Storino YouTube channel, to give them a place to go and watch more content that will help them become more successful entrepreneur parents so that they can engage in more successful content marketing strategies themselves. So sure, I did have a few dozen of my students initially subscribe to my YouTube channel when I first started publishing videos there. But given the way I optimized my videos, I allowed for YouTube's algorithm to engage in some digital digital matchmaking. And in time, I didn't just have more of my students subscribe to my channel, but my subscriber count continued to steadily increase over the next 90 days as more people who were very much like my students in terms of how they show up on YouTube and how they behave on YouTube saw my videos suggested out to them by YouTube's algorithm itself. And well, what do you know? Many of these new people saw content they liked on my channel and subscribed to me because all of the content on that channel concerned people just like them with specialized niche down interest just like they had. That's part of how I went from 0 to 100 subscribers on YouTube. If you don't get your niche narrowed down sufficiently, it's going to be hard to sell to anyone, and it's going to be even harder to attract anyone out there in the crowded content creator world, no matter what platform you're going to publish content of any kind to, because you won't understand the specific keywords and or hashtags that you need to use in order to properly optimize your content in order to be found organically via search on a platform. And it's going to be supremely hard for YouTube's digital matchmaking to work its magic for you too, because the algorithm needs to understand who the ideal customer is for your YouTube channel content in order to make matches in the first place. And that's not everyone. You won't get any help growing if you don't narrow down to blow up big sooner or later, mama. Tip 2, consistent content publication. We're not just talking about publishing persistently and consistently on YouTube so that your followers love you and come to know, like, and trust your brand more because you have a dependable schedule of video uploads. Although, sure, that helps. People sure can watch your videos on YouTube whenever they want, but don't kid yourself. They still want to know when you're publishing videos to your channel so they can either watch them when they first come out, if they can, or they can catch up with anything that might be new on there by circling back to your channel to see the new content later when it's convenient for them. If they have no idea how often you publish, like at all, then their consumption of your content on YouTube is hardly going to become a habit for them. And your YouTube channel and your business or brand itself is hardly going to stay top of mind with them, is it? So since people are creatures of habit, if you publish a video once a week on Tuesdays, somewhere around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, let's say, and your subscribers don't get or see a notification about it being published on a given day, if they come to know, like, and trust you as a creator and the schedule that you usually follow to publish your videos, they'll at least know, hey, it's Tuesday at 2 p.m. I didn't get my notification. Did so-and-so create a video and publish it earlier today? Let me go back and check. I really like them. And voila, your consistent content publication really helps them out. And the views they give your videos really helps you out, of course. But see, we're not just talking about publishing persistently and consistently to please the humans. Again, we're talking about pleasing the YouTube algorithm itself, which takes into account whether you're a persistent and consistent contributor of content that's being published to the platform. Because if you're not, well, that can factor against you in terms of getting great algorithmic reach. Why? Because the goal of YouTube's AI or artificial intelligence is to keep people on the platform so that they can get served more ads while on the platform. That's how YouTube makes money, you see, to pay their employees, pay for the servers, storing all of this video content, and so forth. So look, if you're not creating content persistently and consistently and publishing it to YouTube on a regular basis, then you probably don't have a lot of content on your channel for people to binge on, which means less time that the viewer might spend on the YouTube platform, which means they see less ads, and that's not good in the eyes of the AI. So the algorithm's not going to reward you. And if you look like you're not a YouTube creator that a viewer can rely upon for regular content being published for them to enjoy, the human's not going to subscribe to you either. I published overall very persistently and consistently to my YouTube channel, which is how I went from 0 to 100 subscribers on YouTube in a matter of mere months. Tip 3, great CTR or bust. CTR stands for click-through rate. That's gotta be high. For purposes of this video, you're likely a beginner watching this, so I don't want to freak you out. Let's keep this simple. The more people who click on your YouTube videos thumbnails so they can click through the thumbnail to get to your video to watch it, the better. Why? Because if people aren't clicking on your thumbnail that goes with your video, that'll take them to your video, then they're not gonna be watching your video, are they? Nope. If they don't click on that thumbnail, then that means that they passed by your video as it came up in search results in favor of watching someone else's video, and that's no good, meaning there aren't a bunch of clicks on your videos. There's little to no views, and therefore there are fewer data points, if you will, for the algorithm to surface in order to rank you higher, so the YouTube AI or artificial intelligence isn't impressed by you. And well, if no one's watching, that means that humans aren't impressed by the promise of what's contained in your video either. And that's certainly no good. You want people clicking through on your thumbnails to watch your videos so that they come to know, like, and trust your business enough in order to make purchases from it, either now or not so far down the line, right? That's why you'd bother in the first place as an entrepreneur mom. Thumbnails are like the cover of a book. And like it or not, people do judge a book by its cover. If your thumbnails don't show up well on mobile, where most people watch videos on YouTube these days, or there's too many words on them, they get all crushed all teeny tiny, especially on mobile, and no one likes that, or they're not eye-catching or otherwise effectively conveying what your video is all about, well, people are gonna judge your video by the thumbnail, and they're gonna pass it over. Again, the more people who are clicking on your video thumbnails, the more positive data gets loaded into the YouTube algorithm, and the more likely it is that it will push your videos out as suggested videos for YouTube viewers to consume next after they finish viewing whatever video they're currently binging. Where are the suggested videos on YouTube, you ask? They appear to viewers on the right side of the watch page under Up Next. And actually on the mobile app, they're going to show up below the video currently playing on the mobile app, and suggested videos appear as the next video in autoplay. This is YouTube's digital matchmaking in full effect, mama. And getting it to like your content enough to play matchmaker is therefore crucial to the growth of your channel as a small fry. So since having effective thumbnails is such an important aspect of success on YouTube, I'll have a separate video in this YouTube content marketing series that breaks down what sorts of thumbnails will really work for use by adult entrepreneurs like yourself. No, you do not need to be showing up in your thumbnail wearing pixelated sunglasses while superimposed on a neon yellow background in order to score the clicks. You really don't. Nevertheless, you do need to have a great thumbnail strategy that works to drive your ideal customer to your videos so that they click through to watch your videos, whereby they learn more about your business and its offerings. I know that I showed up in suggested search as some of my new subscribers would reach out to me to tell me that, no less. Having a great CTR in terms of my videos' thumbnails is part of how I went from 0 to 100 subscribers on YouTube in such a short period of time. Entrepreneur Mom bonus tip: pace yourself. You're a super busy person just because you're a mom, and then you decided you wanted to be an entrepreneur on top of that? Now you've taken two of the hardest jobs in the world, and I want you to know that I see you. I'm walking a mile in your shoes, and I'm telling you, pace yourself. Having a successful presence on YouTube for whatever your purpose, business or pleasure, is a long game. I've got some playlists on this channel that will help you with everything from time management so that you can open up space in your crammed schedule to create the videos in the first place, to enlisting the proper types of help and intervention so that you can work through what I call the 5 rings of content marketing properly: content planning, content creation, content optimization, content publication, and content multiplication. You're going to get a lot of real-world world advice that I've given to my students that really do work since I started coaching really part-time in 2013 and more full-time starting in 2014. I've been around the block before. I know that juggling all the things are tough. Let me help you with my YouTube playlists, and I'll put them down in the show notes below too if that's more convenient for you. But I know what you're likely wondering right now. Does it have to take me a long time to get to my first 100 subscribers on YouTube because I've got so many things on my plate? The answer is maybe yes, maybe no. Understand how I approached the 5 rings of content marketing as it concerns YouTube, and you just might be pleasantly surprised at the outcome. Stick with me, Mama. I can help take you there one YouTube video at a time. Now, if you want to know what I had to do over and above everything I just told you to go to my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, well, that's a whole additional proverbial kettle of fish. So that video is coming up next in this series. So if you want to see it, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell and select all so that you can follow along with this entire YouTube series that I've got to offer you. In the meantime, while you're waiting for that video, be sure to check out these 2 awesome videos as well, because they'll teach you great content marketing strategies. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot when you do that. And of course, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.